Watch or download now.
Hi, I'm Robert Osborne. There's no way to top the film we just showed, this week's Essential Sunset Boulevard, so we're not even going to try. But we have a nice change of pace right now, a film which shows that not all screenwriters in the 50s ended up like Joe Gillis, floating in a swimming pool. As you'll see in this next film, at least one ended up with a shiny, gold-plated Oscar and a vivacious Debbie Reynolds as a house guest. In our story, the writer is Dick Powell, in a story all done up in Technicolor. It's a movie titled Susan Slept Here. RKO Radio Pictures released it in 1954, and along with Dick Powell and Debbie Reynolds, the cast includes Anne Francis, Glenda Farrell, Rita Johnson, and Ellen Corby. Now in the movie, Dick Powell plays a Hollywood writer who finds himself spending the Christmas holidays looking after a juvenile delinquent, played by Debbie Reynolds. Debbie, a delinquent? Well, keep in mind this was 1954, and back then delinquents, especially in the movies, were much different than a juvenile delinquent is today. Back then they were feisty, but not necessarily ferocious. Debbie at this point was one of the favorite young actresses in Hollywood. This was 2 years after Singin' in the Rain, and her face was on magazine covers as often as Elizabeth Taylor, Marilyn Monroe, and Audrey Hepburn. And Debbie's personal life was also going very well. She was newly engaged to singer Eddie Fisher, and on the professional level, producers all over Hollywood wanted to work with her, although she was firmly tied up at the time to the MGM studios, which from the beginning had recognized her potential. But Howard Hughes over at RKO did manage to borrow her from MGM for this one film, and he liked the arrangement so much he later borrowed Debbie again for a movie called Bundle of Joy. Our movie is also a notable one for Dick Powell because it was the last film in which he ever acted. After this, he spent all of his professional time behind the camera, directing both films and television. So from 1954, and produced by Harriet Parsons, the daughter of Hollywood gossip maven Luella Parsons. A movie directed by Frank Tashlin, Susan Slept Here.